Welcome back to our discussions and thank you for always joining us. This is area approximation using mid-ordinate rule. And the question we have reads the table below gives some of the values of x and y for the function y is equals to half x squared plus 2x plus 1 in the interval x is equals to 0 and x is equals to 6. Part A, use the values in the table to draw the graph of the function on the grid provided. We can see when the value of x is 0, the value of y is 1. 1 is at this point here. And when the value of x is 1, y is 3.5. 3.5 is around this point here. And when x is 2, y is 7. At this point here. When the value of x is 3, y is 11.5. 11.5 is around this point here. When the value of x is 4, the value of y is 17. We have 15, 16, 17 is around this point. When the value of x is 4 is here. When the value of x is 5, y is 23 point. When x is 4, y is 17. And when x is 5, y is 23.5. We have 23.5 at this point here. When x is 6, y is 31. 6y is 31 at this particular point here. Once we have done that, now we join all the plotted points like this. And that is the curve for the function y is equals to half x squared plus 2x plus 1. We move to part B of the question that says, using the graph and the mid-ordinate rule with 6 strips, estimate the area bounded by the curve, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the line x is equals to 6. Since this is the mid-ordinate rule, we are going to make a table having the values of x and y again, so that we can get the ordinates that we are going to use to calculate the area. We are going to have the value of x between 0 and 1. We pick the midpoint by simply getting 0 plus, taking 0 plus 1, you divide by 2, you get 0.5. Then between 1 and 2, we have 1.5. You simply add the 2, you divide by 2. Between 2 and 3, we are going to have the total is 5 divided by 2, you get 2.5. And then between 3 and 4, we have 7 divided by 2, giving us 3.5. Between 4 and 5, the midpoint of that is 4.5. And lastly, between 6 and 5, we are going to have 5.5. You simply add the 2, you divide by 2. Once we have gotten that, remember the function is y is equals to half x squared plus 2x plus 1. When the value of x is 0.5, you substitute in the function, then y is going to be 2.125. When the value of x is 1.5, the value of y is going to be 5.125. When the value of x is 2.5, this one is going to be 9.125. When the value of x is 3.5, you substitute in the function, we are going to have y as 14.125. And when x is 4.5, the value of y will be 20.125. And finally, when the value of x is 5.5, we are going to have 27.125. Once we have gotten the values of y, we can give them the names, that is y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, and y6. Unlike in trapezoidal rule where we begin with y0, in mid-ordinate we are going to begin with y1 all through to y6. And in this case now, the area will be given by taking the height, you multiply by the sum of the ordinates, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6. We know that the height of the ordinates will be given by, so for us to get the height, we are going to take the maximum value of x, which is 6. We minus the minimum value, which is 0. We divide by the number of strips. In this case, we are using 6 strips, meaning our height is going to be 1 unit. Therefore, area will be equal to 1 into y1 is 2.125 plus y2 is 5.125 plus 9.125 plus 14.125 plus 20.125 plus finally 27.125, and this one is going to be 1 times the sum of all the ordinates will be equivalent to 77.75, and this translates to 77.75 centimeters square, or simply square units. Because the grid is calibrated in centimeters, then we are going to have the area as 77.75 square units. And if you are going to ignore these points and you take the first one as 2, the second one as 5, and 9, 14, 20, and 27, then the area will come down to 77 centimeters square. But in this case, if we have taken all the decimal points, our area is supposed to be 77.75 centimeters square. That is part B of Roman 1 already worked out. Then we go to Roman 2. Roman 2 says if the exact area of the region described is 77 centimeters square, calculate the percentage error made when the mid-ordinate rule is used. In this case, the first thing we are going to do is to get the error by using the exact area, which is 78, minus the approximated area of 77.75, and this one is going to give us 0.25. Now the percentage error will be equal to the error of 0.25 divided by the actual, which is 78, times 100%, and this one is going to give us 0.3205%. And if you use the whole numbers and you get the area as 77, then the error is going to be 78. The percentage error is going to be 78 minus 77. You divide by 78, then you multiply this by 100. So this one is going to be 1 over 78 times 100, which is going to give us 1.282. 1.282%. Remember, these values can vary depending on the number of decimal points the learner may decide to use. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, you click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification. Thank you and welcome.